Over the past 5 weeks, we've put our actors through challenge after challenge to see what their skills are like. We've pushed them to their limits and beyond to see if they have what it takes to be a star of the silver screen. But why are we doing this? And why have we put our actors through so many challenges? And what is the outcome going to be? Let's go over to the man with the answers, our resident acting tutor and creative director, Mr. Darren R.L. Gordon. To find out what new challenges are in store for our actors, I decided to meet up with Darren at his studio in Manchester so that we can sit down and discuss what's going to happen in the next few weeks. Right, so what is this all about? What are we doing?
Well, what are we doing? We're opening ourselves up to all sorts of mayhem and a really exciting opportunity for the actors. We are going to make a film.
And you're going to direct it?
Absolutely, which is my first love, the thing that I'm all about, directing. It's the thing I've done for nearly 20 years and the thing that I'm most passionate about, and I'm really excited about the opportunity to direct some of these actors in this project.
Tell everybody what the script is and where we got it from.
Well, as you know, we spent a long time trying to find the right material, and we had lots of ideas about how we'd get it, and then in the end we asked different people if they could give us anything, and a friend of yours and a friend of mine, Alex Ferrari, the American film director, offered us a script, and we had a look at it and we decided, yeah, let's have a go with this one. So the script is from a film of his called Sin, which is short for Cynthia, and it's a really exciting, pacey short film, which I think will be a great opportunity for the actors really to get their teeth stuck into something which has got a really American vibe to it, but we don't have to do it with American accents or anything like that. I'm really excited. I can really see a lot of opportunity in it.
Later, you're going to give them the script. I personally cannot wait to hear what they've got to say about the script, so it should be fun.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Is everybody else very excited? Yeah? Good, because there's an immense amount of work we've got to do over the next few weeks, and there's lots of pressure on you, there's lots of pressure on me, and this business is all about pressure, so we're going to revel in it. Are we not? Okay, we've been graciously and kindly given a script by Alex Ferrari, and he has donated this script for us to work on a short film, okay? And tonight, we're going to have a look at the script, we're going to get your insight into the script, your opinions on the script, and then you're going to make some decisions, because next week you're going to be auditioning to a panel of professionals for a role in the short film. So the pressure begins now. So the first stage is for you to have a read through of it. So, without further ado, copies of the script.
With our actors busily preparing for their first ever read through of the script, we thought it would be a fantastic time to sit down and have a chat with the man who wrote it, filmmaker extraordinaire, Mr. Alex Ferrari.
The script I gave you guys is called Sin. It's the first incarnation of my character, Princess, from the feature film that I'm working on called Red Princess Blues. And it was kind of like a darker kind of character at the time, and she was, you know, it's just a short film. It didn't have a full-blown storyline or anything like that, but she was the first kind of incarnation of that character. The script took me about, I don't know, probably a few days to write. You know, I put it together fairly quickly. When I write, I have the ideas very clear in my head, and I kind of do a lot of the writing in my head, you know, weirdly enough. And then when I sit down to write, it just kind of all splurts out, and then we start doing the rewriting process. But I kind of have it, before I ever sit down, I kind of have a lot of the ideas like kind of already put in my head. There weren't a lot of challenges, I guess, in the script, because I wanted to keep it all in one location, because I didn't have money to do anything else. And wanted to keep the characters all centralized in one location. It wasn't a lot of moving around or anything like that. So I already had a location in mind, which when you have no money, it's always a good idea to write to the locations you have access to. And we put it together and we were able to come up with what we came up with. I love the short that we did originally, and I'm really curious to see what you guys come up with.
We'll be hearing more from Alex over the next coming weeks, but for now it's time for our actors to read the script and to find out what they think about it. Right, so the script, Drew, what do you think about it?
First impression, I love it. Like, it's a really good script. It's a lot to take in at the moment because I was just really engrossed in it, then reading it. A twisted tale is what it certainly is.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting. I think it needs to be translated into English because it's very American in the language. I'm interested to see what Darren will actually do with it.
It's very interesting script, and I like the dynamism in it. I like the slight hint of action. Really intriguing, that one.
Kind of the concept and kind of the one setting, it gives a lot of opportunity for tension, a lot of dramatic tension between these characters, and it kind of snakes and twists and turns, and I think there's some very fascinating characters and some interesting motives.
It wasn't what I expected it was going to be like at all. It feels very American actually, the way it's written, and it's kind of like the stuff that I would usually go for. I really like it. It actually, I think it fits me. I think I'd be able to do that really well.
And I'm playing around with the different characters, you know, the different male characters, and trying to find an opportunity for each one of them, you know, and that changes depending on what character I'm interested in.
So what part are you looking for to audition for?
Cynthia, I think.
Mr. Sugar.
Mr. Sugar.
Mr. Sugar character.
I would love to play Sugar, of course.
Everyone seems to be saying Mr. Sugar, and I'm afraid I'm not going to be any different.
I've overheard, I think, pretty much everyone in the room saying Mr. Sugar, and
Everybody loves Mr. Sugar. The good thing about it is I think anyone could do it, but in a different way. I think we've all got that kind of feistiness.
There's two other characters in here which I've read through, and in my interpretation I think that they could also be female, which is Mr. Sugar and Daddy.
Oh, now that's interesting, because it could be turned around. It doesn't, you know, it's nice that you actually picked up on there's only one female part.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be changed.
It could indeed.
But obviously there is only one woman character.
What do you think about that?
Well, there's three of us. So, the fight's on. The fight's on.
The fight's on, I like that.
I hope that has been an insightful opportunity for you, just to have to read through and to talk about the characters. I'm really excited to see your work next week, because ultimately all of this is about the work that you produce and the performances that you produce. You've got to give excitement, you've got to energise, you've got to provoke us next week. Use your imaginations and thrill us. Give colour to the black and white. Stimulate a reaction from us as an audience. That's your job. That's the task.
Well, that's it for this week. Be sure to tune in for our next show as we put our actors in the line of fire with our audition special, where you get to decide what the outcome is. Till next time, bye-bye.